Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Deeksha. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite shows on Netflix that I watch whenever I'm feeling low or just want to have a good laugh. The first show on the list is something I watched recently. It's a series called Flaked. Every one of us has these times in our lives when we make some regrettable choices, we do things that we're not proud of, and then we find ourselves in a rut where nothing seems to be going our way. The show kind of encapsulates that with a struggling alcoholic called Chip, which Will Arnett has played beautifully. Fun fact, he's also the voice for Bojack in the famous Netflix series called Bojack Horseman. Now, I personally love the show because it is beautifully written. The arc of the character, how he struggles and confronts all these things going within himself and finally finds himself, is amazing, and it is absolutely funny. It has 2 seasons. I don't know if another season is gonna come out, but it's amazing. You should definitely check it out. The next show is called Alexa and Katie. Now, why I like this show is because it takes you back to simpler times when the biggest worry in our life was what to wear to school on a birthday or something like that. That is our childhood. It's a story about 2 girls, and one of them has recently battled cancer, and now they're going back to school, and all these challenges that they face, all the experiences that they have, and they come out of those challenges because of the strong bond of their friendship. Now, some of you must be wondering, like, as an adult, why should I watch this series? The reason being that as we grow up, we kind of stop looking at our experiences or our challenges from a fresh pair of eyes. Everything is something that we draw a reference from our past, and that is why this show kind of helps there. And it is extremely funny. It's something that you can watch with your family, over dinner, and that's why, like, it kind of works on that level. And of course, every one of us are kind of looking for an Alexa to our Katie, or our Katie to our Alexa. The next show is this beautiful show called The Good Place. Now, the show is about what happens after we die, right? It's a very wacky and a crazy take on the conventional concept of heaven and hell. But it's really different. It's a very fresh take on it. Eleanor is at the center of the show, and but there are so many things and so many different characters that anyone with any personality will kind of relate to. And even though the fact that if there is a life after death remains unknown, the show is not necessarily really about that. It's about the life before that, the life that you live, the time you do have on earth, about the choices you make, about the kind of person you become on the journey. And by the end of it, you kind of are put in a place where you are questioning your morality, and it kind of reminds you of your mortality, if that makes sense. The next show that we're going to be talking about is Grace and Frankie. Now, Grace and Frankie works on different levels. Now, as I talked about Alexa and Katie and how it takes you back to your childhood, Grace and Frankie is extremely opposite to it. It takes you to the future, if that's possible, I mean, in that sense of the word. What it does is that it makes you question how old age would be really like. It's a story about 2 old ladies called Grace and Frankie who are going through something similar, actually the same problem. They actually find out that their husbands are gay, and they have been having an affair with each other for the last 20 years. Now, because of this, the circumstances, they're brought together, and they're not necessarily, best friends, but because of the experiences they have, they end up becoming best friends. They end up becoming each other confidant. And it's extremely beautifully written. It's very funny, and the show kind of teaches you that no matter what your age is, no matter at which stage of your life you are in, you can always find a way to experience new things, to go out there and learn something new, and even unlearn something that you've believed in for so many years in the past. And that's why the show works for me. I'm sure you would also love it. The last show on the list is my personal favorite, The Modern Family. Now, Modern Family works on so many levels. The way it has been shot, it does not look staged. It looks like you're right there in the middle of all this chaos when the drama is unfolding, and you're there, you're part of the family. The cast of the show is uh, amazing. I mean, I don't think they could have found somebody else other than Ty Burrell to play Phil Dunphy. And same goes for Sophia, who's playing Gloria in the show. It's a story about different families. They're related to each other. It's a big family in modern times. Now, the OG Modern Family fans would relate to the fact that you literally feel like you've been a part of these kids' journeys. The kids on the show are absolutely amazing. The way they've acted, it's very natural, very fresh, and the fact that this show has gone on for 11 seasons and still every episode is funny. It's consistently funny. It's a very rare thing to find. Now, every episode, when it ends, there's kind of an underlying theme to every episode, and it leaves you with something to wonder about, something to think about, and at the same time, it's so funny. Now, next time any one of you are feeling down, feeling a little anxious or depressed or sad, and you want to watch something that would lighten up your mood, at the same time give you some inspiration, you can watch some of these shows. If you like these videos, if you think there are more shows I should talk about, if there are shows that you think I should check out, you could comment, subscribe to my channel, and like the video. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care and stay safe.